If you check out my premiere, yeah.
Brandon Goggles-Davis, thrilled to be with you from Booth, and we get this thing watching.
And horse race, talking about Kyer at 8. Who sets and makes the case?
Oh, damn it.
Team on the field now and away. A few yards into the end zone. And a good, it's the 30 to the 3-yard line. Up for now from the 33. Here's a run out of the gun. And some room to Manoli. Tucked there. Yards first here in this opening quarter. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score on the open dog on the other end, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't crowd into it. Because you have to be an equalizer, ride at them. But you have to give them something. Now what you're worried if they're better than we are, we going. Are we about to get blown?
News still at 5. He stopped just shot 24-yard line. Murray now on intercepted, but he will be round. So this will go only as 8 from 4 down 10. Murray again, second and caught by Evan and Devils made to the Patriot first down 16.
I do believe we'll see this as this game progresses because that type of a game in so many ways teams like the middle. And he can stick on as well.
That's where Heathen is so good, that middle counts the in routes. Yeah, do more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot to go in the middle.
40-20. The gain of 20 leads to first and steps left. Try room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass on Lehman. Murray looks to throw again, second, being chased out left. But Charles, a lot of people call this one-dimensional.
I think it was you.
I did. I think the fan rookie that this offense, like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right. We did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them to broaden, and they have the defensive coordinator get some extra offense.
Up after the in and down. Back to the air. Anderson has hit the lead with it, and it good. But a penalty flag is run into each other right away. We knew.
And I always mention post because officials always tell you the flag. What? You too.
X on the 7-6. Set go. This fielded at the end zone. Getting an extra couple yards here for his 27. The Lions offense. On Sand hurt the average a bit as this time behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. For the open now they're looking in 12. Down. The sound complete. This one just 40. They'll mark 9. First down for Detroit. So from the 39, them up on a first. Now and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 30. Up going for, and it'll bring up his 14. Mayfield looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Richards. Numbers. Moves. Touchdown. The Lions are back in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead back.
And I love Saad. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6.
Dunk play to regain that lead. So with the missed rear-view mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive and pretty good to get it out past the New England with last drive. Ace that. They had a attack going. They double team and it's intercepted. Picked off by Diaz. And they will possession of the foot at their 42-yard line. First and 10 at their own 42. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Middle of the fake away. They'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A bear. His second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points.
Damn.
And he misses another one. His third bar. Now he's back out there to boom away, maybe with some frustration. 18 miss.
Isn't it? When they see yardage.
They'll run with a fullback. Bohannon. And this one's the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 4 is a loss now.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's second and...
He said he's going to play.
Here's a run with a fullback. Tommy Bohannon trying to keep those big legs, but he's going to go down in the backfield. There, and it's third down.
Third down and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, third and long. Murray with a third and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. Maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things. When from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not cheat off, fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
There he goes, left side. Now, talk about flipping the return 86 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And we always talk about returns being so exciting on kickoffs, punt return really exciting.
And typically we talk about being the most exciting in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
On EA Sports. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid the last drive football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the other way. The punter no longer to treat this drive big time.
To throw, it's Murray. The pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And complete to Anderson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Here's Murray field. And that's complete. It's Allen. And pass up the yarder and the 30. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England first down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Caught. It's Ellington. And he gets it inside the 15. Just pick up there. 21 yards. Here's Murray to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Ingram was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive as they force another one to go around.
Seems to be the front and the back end. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And down he goes. Pressure to 14. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. Is Murray on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not your day. They're down.
Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up company going for... Forced out to it. And a big loss here as he will take over. So they'll trudge on with a bitter that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis. Sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense?
Fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys will take over 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it's much for the head coach because this is what he preaches. Attack at all times in any spot. And he likes touchdowns, not field. Now your field goal came through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
The decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll get it up 45-4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have two. We step aside here in quarter. Murray now 9 of 6 here as he's got it 1st and 10. First down is Murray. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes to Orlando, where Jonathan Cohen is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here as he's taken down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, will this pass been demonstrated time and time again.
A second play there, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was for, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to let this go for the incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly to the ground and brings up. There already has 1 touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him and make them even though they weren't successful.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. The Lions offense kick off their next drive. A solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best.
At the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he in the end zone to Troy. A great play on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And this is no good. Boy, that didn't even get there. Not a goal. And our score... So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 as he's marked down at the 21-yard. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now that's precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is to attack a little bit, but not having to get one shot either. Work the sideline clock. Give yourself a chance.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was Ingram, the tight, and now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught here because on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first...
In trouble here, and down he's back at the 8-yard line. Harold Landry, his 2nd sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of emphasis. Definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's this football. He's 7 yards there on the punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here for first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a touchdown. Antonio Brown, 36 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And it's no good. This is the extra point. And our score stays right where it is. Out there to boom this with some frustration after the PS. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's got football right at the 20-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the... We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing his play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool the facing, you're facing up secondary, normal. So you're only going to fool them for a second or so. But they're so deep, they're really not get to the locker room.
Here 2nd and 10 from the 20. Murray looking deep down. Incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now they face a third and after actions. Murray now to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. And he'll have it almost to the 40 before being taken down. The NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded home. And he'll be brought down at the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. Nowhere to escape, and he goes. The X in for the sack.
It's offensive roller skates. This is the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up.
Protection bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that needs to struggle to sustain a drive.
Like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the rhythms, deterred from those. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Murray going to throw. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real heads. Lions will get a thick field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
QB, come on. Show it up. Show it up. Hey, say.
Let's go. Let's go.
Sanders left side. Down and much more down to the 13-yard line. Not good for 9.
Right there. 56.
First down, Detroit.
Here we go. Regular. Lucky.
Mayfield off the man. It's Kyle. Afternoon. His guys continue to put this one out of reach. And it's so they can't have. And ours is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up a yard shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee at the 21. New England drive. It's Cole. A big time in this. They're getting blown out.
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But you need that one who can make a play against all odds things. And I think that's what they're looking.
They need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up.
2nd down. It's incomplete. We have not. A lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice incompletion. They've been knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 75 yards receiving. It's a 1st down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And they'll line this one all the way down. 39 yards on the catch and run. Just like that, they'll go now on 1st down. Murray now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Griffin with a pick. Big turnover there as his guys will get back to Landry there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost
that way, and I think what you really wanted, board is still up there, spirit away from another will to come back taken with another score, right?
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't
they? They'll run on down. It's Sanders, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard.
Well, we just saw great. We talked about prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better at reading a play out before it turns into.
Nancy on the left side.
And I think they got the DN there. He is tough, wanting to jump too quickly.
Another run with Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Fit a football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a give, right? And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Caught. Doesn't quite make it. Take it an eye left to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. It's just their remaining. Earn one here in this third quarter. Once again with Sanders. He's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great air. Touchdown of the game as his got on. And it's no good. Well, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. So they will penalty and move forward. For the Patriot offense is 8th and 10 at the 40. 1st down, Murray. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he trying to get one more before the quarter breaks. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak it with the clock running. Time will expire. 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Murray now. Accepted a 3rd time. Picked up Emmons, and they will take possession of the foot at their 42-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for. Interceptions.
But there's a lot of gleaned every time you do things the right way. And quarterback comes early.
What would that be?
Inning through 20.
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield out. It's intercepted. Picked up. Returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little summer hat on, I guess.
Okay, so listen. The analytics will tell you that's a better fantasy points here.
Is take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wait. So 9 and 10 after the completion on 1st down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Buying time to his left. It is the 4th time today. He's able to bring it up shy of midfield to the 5-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. On the now it's Sanders. And he'll 50 and in. Just what you want on a run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2, 6-yard line.
On 2nd and a couple. Mayfield. This will be caught by Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 10 for now. Mayfield next for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter, and he'll have a 3.
They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the owner to bring this one home.
Another run here with Sanders. Down to the 25-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively. Over. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Nice chunk there on the 1st down run. 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm all those, isn't it? Hard, gritty, wrap behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So, and Picked up, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Throwing on first, this one winds up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's down back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still fighting a ball game that appears lost.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and this is scooped up. Red zone, the 18-yard line is where they take.
When I come back to risk, is it worth it at that point? Up, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the same.
Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first, getting what you can, and that's it anymore.
Hurry! You gonna see me in your nightmares.
It's a second down run with Sanders. He will push his way about the 14 yards there to the 1 yard. Sets up. On third down, Mayfield. End zone, another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
To me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your side. They pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the icing on the go. Good. Boy, that didn't even get there. Not a good effort at all. And our score remains the same.
Giving us another tell.
And this one travels out and kick try.
Oops.
Murray now on down. Extension, and he's got it. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interception. Really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a deep front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26. The Patriots, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, this is 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long, going for it all. He intercepted. Picked off by Justin. Able to take him down. Lions offense drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm in the 2015 season. I commentated on games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come for the team that had a big lead. For instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all just don't really do that. You know, these guys play them all the way. They will take, for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
We'll see you on the next one.